beautiful brand new construction luxury home tour here in Bellevue, Washington on Cougar Mountain with spectacular views of Lake Sammamish surrounded by trees. Come tour this home with me. Today I'm going to be showing you a beautiful brand new construction luxury property right here in Bellevue, Washington. This is in the Cougar Mountain community up on the mountain. It's in the Issaquah School District. It's a 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath home. 4,142 square feet is the house size, and the lot size is little over half an acre with beautiful territorial views as well as spectacular views of Lake Sammamish. Let's get into it. This property is proudly listed by Serena Kazaku with Keller Williams Eastside, and the builder is Lazar LLC. I just pointed at a different property of theirs that they actually just listed as well. So both of these properties are currently for sale. Looks like there might be more development down the road there, but this is tucked in here into Cougar Mountain. And as we walk down this driveway here, I like to remind all of my out-of-town or out-of-state viewers who watch my channel, I like to remind you where these properties are located that I am touring on the channel within the greater Seattle area. Plus, I'll share how long it can take to get to other major cities nearby. That being said, let's talk about the commute times for this beautiful home located on Cougar Mountain in Bellevue, Washington. First, to downtown Bellevue from this area. From here, it can typically take about 15 to 20 minutes with light traffic. During rush hour, though, it can bump it up to 25 to 30 minutes. Still, it's a quick trip, for work, dining, shopping, super convenient. Could take longer than that if there's like any sort of car accidents or anything like that. So next, let's talk about downtown Seattle. So from here, Cougar Mountain, Bellevue to downtown, on a good day to downtown Seattle, you're looking at about 25 to 30 minutes. If it's rush hour though, plan on around 40 to 50 minutes or more. It can easily go well over an hour getting into Seattle with some really bad traffic when you're going through rush hour. And lastly, let's talk about Cougar Mountain, Bellevue area to Tacoma, Washington. This one's the furthest, taking about 45 to 55 minutes with light traffic. During busy times like peak rush hour, it can take an hour or more. So if Tacoma is a regular destination for you, you'll definitely want to plan around peak times. I always tell my viewers to take commute times with a grain of salt. Traffic in the greater Seattle area can vary a lot depending on the day and time. After all, when you marry the home, you marry the commute. Unless you change jobs, of course, or work remotely. Which reminds me that this house has a fantastic home office, which we'll get to in a bit. I was recently working with a couple who both work from home, so it was important for their next home that they were looking to purchase have enough space for not one, but 2 home offices. We were able to find them a fantastic deal on a beautiful home on the east side, which did include the 2 home offices for them. So as you can see, we have been looking at the main deck that we've been walking on. So this is the deck that you can get to from that driveway area, which is on the main level of the house. There is a bottom daylight basement area that also has a deck, as well as the upper level has a deck that you can get to from the primary bedroom. As you can see, it was actually fairly heavy rain while I was filming, so it wasn't the most ideal of filming, but this actually does give you an idea of what a typical rainy day would look like in the Seattle area, especially up in Cougar Mountain. Still fairly nice and bright out, even with that overcast and that rain. I love these lights here leading up to the steps to the front door here. I love the whole vibe of this front entry here. And as you can see here, there was that keypad for the garage there. One thing I didn't point out because I was talking about something else earlier, I don't know if you noticed in the video, feel free to rewind, but they properly installed a drainage system at the end of the garage there against the wall, where the water is able to properly run off from that driveway section in front of the garage. So I thought that was a nice detail. Of course, it should be installed, but you'd be surprised when you find a lot of things wrong with some new builds, and this builder looks like they are paying attention to detail. This is the front area with this great room with vaulted ceilings here. Those are probably the tallest curtains I've ever seen in a residential property. I cannot recall a time where I've seen larger ones. We'll get a better look at them later. And of course, this is the kitchen. Love this kitchen. We're going to look at a lot of details. What I like to do in these home tours, I make these home tours as long as they need to be able to show every detail of the property. Just because you, the viewer, might want to look at everything, you know, and it's up to you to pause, rewind, fast forward. But this is the style of detail that I do for all of my out-of-town buyers, or just buyers that I work with that need me to go shoot a video to preview a property for them. This is the level of detail that I'm doing when I'm filming for them, so they have an idea of what the property looks like. A lot of my out-of-town clients or out-of-state clients rely on me to be their eyes, their ears, you know, what does the place smell like? What does it feel like? You know, all that. So you're kind of getting a little bit of a sample of how detailed I am when working with my out-of-town clients that are relying on me to preview these properties for them sight unseen. I love this range. One thing I really wanted to point out with this property is I think this builder did a really good job at having low profile cabinets where they got away with not really having to do any sort of like crown molding or trim, where they could still, look how sleek this is. You can do under cabinet lighting with these LEDs and they're recessed into the cabinet here. I thought this was super sleek. Also, one thing I wanted to point out with this range actually produces a good amount of light. I go through a lot of new construction properties where the lighting from the range is a little bit weaker and it doesn't look the same, but the lighting from this range was uniform to the under cabinet lighting, so it just had a much nicer high-end look to it. I love how all of these cabinet doors, you know, they open in different ways because they are meant for the space. Of course, with a larger cabinet here, or sorry, a larger countertop, you're going to need some extra space there. So it's kind of nice that this cabinet folds in like that. Up here, this is like a modern bread drawer or appliance drawer up there. We also have one that does, I believe, have an outlet in it that we're going to take a look at. We're looking at, of course, we're walking on engineered hardwood floor. This property comes with engineered hardwood, ceramic tile, and some wall-to-wall carpeting. The carpet felt amazing. If you're a carpet person, not a lot of people are carpet people, but if you like carpet, this property had some really nice carpet in some of the other rooms. That countertop felt super smooth too, the quartz countertop. I like the look at these sconces here. Just such a pretty view of nature out from your window here. Nice deep sink here. Testing out the water. I like how it hangs there. So one thing I wanted to point out is it doesn't just fly all over the place, and it doesn't just fling upwards when you take it off there. It's going to hang there, and you know, you're not going to make a mess with water. I believe this was an espresso maker. So this is the other that pull-up drawer that I was talking about earlier. So cool. Again, I love, if you're gonna go for the modern look, on these luxury properties, don't skip out on that under cabinet lighting. Maybe I'm just a stickler for it, but if I see such a really high-end kitchen, you know, if someone's gonna pay over $3.5 million for a property. Oh, by the way, love these when the microwave has the open and close buttons. If you're gonna pay over $3.5 million for a property, a luxury property, you would think the kitchen would come with some under cabinet lighting, because it just, in my opinion, it makes the space look so much better. Kitchens look off to me when they're high end and they don't come with the under cabinet lighting. Fridge is nice industrial size Viking fridge here. All the appliances are Viking. What do you think about having the bar stool area raised above the counter area? I like the look of it, and I think it's very functional. What do you think of it? I've been in plenty of other new construction builds where it was an optional upgrade to add that in there. Again, just look how sleek that LED lighting strip is. So this builder did do it in a few different ways. So notice here, just paying attention to detail, instead of crown molding, the cabinet facing the doors themselves go a little bit further down than the cabinet itself. Love that chandelier. What do you think about the chandelier? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, of course, earlier we did take a look at that induction stovetop. Love induction. One thing I'll tease later on is downstairs does have a nice wine cellar and whole wet bar area, so we'll check that out later. This is where the hidden dishwasher was, Viking. Really nice that they kind of added this in here, because they didn't have to, but you know, having all of the cabinets down below and have it hidden like that kind of just had a cleaner look to it. I think it would have looked fine with just nice stainless steel, but you let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like it when you have the hideaway appliances in the kitchen? I mean, that black fridge is definitely being very stealth with the kitchen right now. So as you can see on these windows here, you have this pull down shade here like this, and then it also does come with the curtain as well. And again, those sconces. Notice the wall sconce not only illuminates the room, but it kind of has this cool effect where it's pointing down at the ground, so you kind of get these almost like a flashlight effect pointing at the ground. I like the aesthetic right there, as you can see. And of course, it's definitely in right now, you know, building with these new construction higher end homes, having the sort of stealth look of the heat registers, where it matches the flooring, as you can see with the black perimeter. Those are all heat registers. One interesting thing to note of this property is, I believe, not only does it have the heat registers like that, but I believe when we take a look at it later on, I did not confirm it with the builder, but it looks like it also has a return vent that is decorated like that as well. As you can see in the left corner of the screen there, it was by the stairs, and we'll get a better look at it later. Again, here's a good look at just how tall those curtains are. Provides privacy, you know, at night, but open and shut them. Super easy to open them up, and you get that beautiful view there. Love that fireplace also. What do you guys think of the lighting on the stairs too? These stairs are super modern. They were very, very sturdy, and they are obviously all done to code, safe for kids. But yeah, those LED strips are wild. So you got LED strips beneath the stairs there, as you can see, and then we have some really cool LED lighting going downstairs as well. So the whole stairs from top to bottom are illuminated. And you can, of course, turn that on and off. I like the look of this wood. Railing felt very sturdy as well. I don't know why, but sometimes I get nervous when I see more open stairs like this, but this felt very natural to walk up. I love the look right here of this big open concept there. So there's 3 bedrooms upstairs, and the primary bedroom's down the hall over here. There was the other 2 bedrooms, which we'll get a look at in a bit. Let's take a look at the primary first. Here's the primary bedroom with the double doors here. And the primary bathroom. As I said earlier, you have a nice balcony for the primary that you can walk out onto. I'm not going to walk out all the way since it's wet, but I am going to show you the outside a little bit. Such a cool balcony. Some really nice views. Again, terrible day to shoot just because I couldn't get really good shots of Lake Sammamish because the fog rolled in as I showed up. What I typically do is I find properties that I want to shoot for the channel that I also host open houses for. So I kind of hit 2 birds with 1 stone, if you will. And just so happens when I scheduled the open house, that was going to be shooting day before the open house, and I shoot rain, you know, come hell or high water, right? So what you're seeing is what you get, not coming back for a reshoot. Love the under cabinet lighting there with the floating cabinetry. And then the walk-in wet area for the shower and the tub is a really nice touch. This is, yeah, check this out. That sensor, so when you walk in, that will turn on from that sensor, and you can manually turn it off as well. Love the lighting fixtures as well. But yeah, check that out in there. It's like a full-on wet room for the shower and the tub. Love this room. And the tiling is, yeah, that backsplash is 3D. So it has some cool designs on there. One thing I was going to mention is when we go into it soon, the walk-in closet actually has a barn door. And I don't see them too often, but it's pretty stealthy where all of the hardware for it is kind of tucked in there. So most barn doors, you typically see the whole railing system. Oh, let's put a pin in that. I'm going to let you listen to what it sounds like when we open and close these windows. Super easy to open and close that. Love the pull to unlock feature on these windows here. Also like that bathroom niche. Anyways, what I was saying is the hardware is not shown on this barn door. So as you can see, that's the barn door there, and you're not seeing any of the hardware. So it's kind of a sleeker design. Goes with kind of more the modern aesthetic. Also wouldn't have been terrible if it was just normal hardware as well, but kind of nice and sleek to take a look at. Also to note, in the primary bathroom, there was radiant heating in the floors. So nice and warm walking on it in my socks. Check out the walk-in closet here. What do you think of this? These closets, you'll find them also in the utility room where the doors have those 2 different handles that kind of dual each other. Yeah, I think it's nice. Again, Easy open and close windows here. Like the trim. And I like the texture, shape, and style to it as well. Again, there's the barn door with none of the railing system being shown. You can see it right there. It's literally just on that small track right there, and it holds the whole door. And the toilet is in this own room with the glazed glass here for privacy. The throne room, if you will. Quartz as the door casing. And it's a double swinging door, so you can open and close it both ways. Again, that radiant heating feels so nice. Such a nice touch for this primary bathroom. Let's show you what these doors look like when you open and shut them. There's a locking system on them, and as you can see, there's a little hole in the ground there, so you can lock it on bottom and top. Nice and sturdy. And then you can shut the other door as well. This room was nicely sized, so that's a king size bed, and there's plenty of space on both sides there still. I go into some of these higher end luxury houses that have a lot of square footage to them, and then when you walk in to some of their primary bedrooms, you're like, oh man, for a house that's this big, I'd expect the primary bedroom to be just a smidge bigger. So that was the primary bedroom. Ooh, getting a little vertigo there. But love the views from your upper hallway area that you can just look down into the great room here. Again, those 2-story tall curtains and windows are just wild. And just get so much natural light wrapped around through tons of windows in this property. Okay, so we're walking into one of the first guest bedrooms with the carpet. Carpet was very comfortable, and then you can see the front end where the your driveway goes down from the road there. Of course, a walk-in closet here. And this walk-in closet has a curtain here to kind of hide part of the furnace system. I will also note for how powerful the furnace system is in this property, it has to be because of how big the property is. It was super quiet. The blower was not loud at all, which is great. Sometimes you go into these new construction properties and it's so loud with the blower, and this one was great. Perfect. I think most of the ones that I end up showing on the channel, the builders do a really good job, and you don't get crazy noise coming from the furnace. Here's the guest bathroom here, and it's a 0.75, so it has the shower but not a tub. Here in the Pacific Northwest, for any of our out-of-town viewers, we divide the bathrooms into quarters. So the toilet's a quarter, the sink's a quarter, the shower's a quarter, and then the tub would be the final quarter. And since this bathroom does not come with the tub, it is considered a 0.75. You've got that floating shelf look as well. I will also like to mention that all of these bathrooms come with the pop-up and pop-down drain. Super easy and convenient to use. Walking down here, so this is sort of a living area with 2 bedrooms back here. Here's the other guest bedroom with a walk-in closet. I would also like to point out how all of these spare bedrooms or any room in this property is not, this builder is not skimping out on having the enough recessed lighting in each room. I believe it was in the late 80s and 90s where, you know, some rooms you would walk into and there would just be no lighting and you'd have to install it in there. You know, you'd be plugging in a lamp, you know, and then there are rooms in some of these homes that you walk into where there's just one and it's not getting the job done. So having the recessed lighting, having enough of it, really important for uniformity. And as you can see in the ceiling there, peeking back at the main room there, all of this just really brings in the light and it's blending well with the natural lighting that's coming in as well. Turning on this light to show you. As you can see, the room was pretty bright as is before we turn on the lighting, but that lighting will definitely help through some of the winter months in the Pacific Northwest. There is that seasonal affective disorder that some people are affected by, or it's known as SAD, and having enough lighting will help counteract that for sure. Here is the walk-in closet in here. So one thing I wanted to point out is this is also a secondary mini suite. So this guest bedroom is also coming with its own bathroom here as well. Love the texture on the ceramic tile as well. Thought that's a nice touch. It's also nice to have that texture in a bathroom sometimes, just because if you getting it wet, it's not going to be as slippery. I've seen this in other new construction. It's starting to pop up. What do you guys think of adding this in here? Because it's smart how it has the drawer system built around the plumbing, so you can at least get some more drawers in there. There's the example of the push down and push up drain. But yeah, what do you think of the drawer system? Would you just rather have cabinet doors, or do you like having drawers under the sink there? This tile was really cool too. These doors are nice and tall. Again, these windows, just walking down the stairs, you always have something pretty to look at when you're walking through this home. Love that fireplace as a focal point down there. Here's that return vent that I was talking about that's built into the floor with the decorative hidden feature there to be the same engineered hardwood as throughout. This is a huge main level deck, and having half of it covered is really nice too, to enjoy it through the winter months with that plug-in fireplace out there. Love this mantle. Nice quartz. Was producing some nice heat from it. Let's walk through the dining room again to take a look at the covered part of the deck real quick. And here is a better look at the registers, heat registers that I'm talking about, where the hardwood matches. I've pointed that out in other videos as well. What do you think of the look? I want to know, would you just prefer having like a metal grate, or do you like the look of this where it's more this modern and matching the engineered hardwood? Another look at the wall sconce as well. Shameless plug here, but I had the counter all set up for the open house after video shooting, and I have the magazine open for the edition of Seattle Times Best in the PNW, just to show that our team won that award for this year, 2024, of one of the best real estate teams in the area to work with. So here is that home office that I was talking about earlier. Has French door design with the, two doors that open up. Really nice in here. Decent sized home office. A lot of lighting coming in from that front door there. I guess it's your back door, but it faces the street. All right, shutting these French doors just to give you a good idea of what it looks like. I guess I didn't shut that one all the way. Oh well. What do you guys think of this home office? Are you digging it? So this door is one of the only doors that I found in the property that has one of those built-in screens. And as you move it up, it goes down. And as you move it down, it goes up. And now I will show you the front patio from this door as we go out there real quick. Just to show you what the front looks like over here. Love that it's surrounded by trees, and I love this entryway here. This is cement plank siding here. Just a cute, functional home office. Just testing out the door for you. Let's go check out the laundry room. This is a powder room in this front entryway over here to the right of the front entryway, and that's the laundry room. Let's check out the powder room real quick. Testing out the sink area. What do you think of this backsplash too? I don't know if you got a good look at it. I think I'll get a better look at it in a second after we test these drawers again. Check out that backsplash. Super interesting. Okay, now we will take a look at this big utility room as well as the garage. Again, with the textured ceramic tile. Nice flooring there. Another room that if you get some muddy wetness in, it's gonna prevent some slips and falls. Nice big washer and dryer from Samsung. Front loaders. There's that wall of cabinetry that I was talking about with the opposing or dueling hardware. So much storage in this, not only in this house, but in this utility room. You could put so much in here. Now we can go take a look at this really nice big garage here. Again, another different type of backsplash. Everything, they haven't done too many overlapping designs, but a lot of it is cohesive and it complements each other. So much lighting in this garage. There's that EV charger on the pole here. Yeah, you will not be complaining about how much light this garage is producing. And of course, it's time for my famous garage door test. I do this in every single video. Hey there, just showing that it's this mirrored look. But you probably want to know how loud these garage doors are for a new construction house. Okay, really not that loud. That was not bad at all. Really good for new construction product. I've been in plenty of new construction or luxury homes that the garage doors have just shrieking noises to them, unbearable, and this was... But what do you think? If you're someone that's a stickler for garage door noise, is this acceptable to you? Or do you not care? You might be one of the plenty of viewers that just do not care about this sort of stuff, and that's totally fine. So take a look at the stairs going down. Here's a better look at that return vent. I walked on it. It was nice and sturdy. Oh, this is also showing the hideaway plugins. Pretty cool that those are in the floor. Can't complain about the lighting or the plug-in amount in this property. It's very adequate, to say the least. And there's another one over here too, or a few. Let's take a look at the outside deck real quick. Just get an idea of how smooth the biggest doors in the home open and close. So close to nature out here. And now we are going to head downstairs. So the bottom stairs here is what I was going to show off. So The top stairs have those LED strips, and then the bottom stairs, every other stair, it has an LED light strip underneath it. Any of that blinking you saw is just due to the frame rate on my camera, the hertz going on, and it's different from the lighting, is how I understand it. So there wasn't any sort of actual blinking going on in person. But yeah, check out these stairs. I love how they're illuminated as you walk down here. And I see why the builder decided not to put them in every single one of them. One, it might feel too bright. Two, cost effective. And three, just not necessarily needed. Like, this is a really nice look, having every other be lit up. Check out how nice and sleek these LED lightings are. Okay, so walking down here, this feels like a nice slab that you're walking on with the engineered hardwood. And there's that wet bar with the wine cellar. Take a look at it. There's a furnace closet or furnace room back there, which we'll take a look at in a bit too. This is the bottom deck. We'll take a look at this as well. Again, the sliding doors just open and close effortlessly. Get a look at those trees. The deck wraps around, so it also connects to the mini suite that's downstairs. This 4th bedroom that is downstairs. The bathroom's continental style, where it is an ensuite where it connects to the bedroom, but you can also access it from the main living area. Love the textured wall here, or the backsplash. Another pull-up cabinet on both sides. There's a wine fridge. Again, that flickering light is due to my camera. Someone that's an expert in photography or videography can definitely correct my terminology that I used earlier, just trying to explain it to people of why we're getting the flicker on the camera versus in person. So feel free to correct me if I didn't have that terminology or the explanation to 100%. Love this wine cellar, wine closet, luxurious wine closet. Nice two-way opening door here. Again, with the quartz door casing. Another thing to note is the waterfall design of the quartz. That's what it's called when the quartz counter is, or the countertop's extending where it falls down the side of the counter. Check out the bathroom. Again, this is the continental bathroom that I was talking about. I'm a fan of the backsplash and the tiling that's on the wall in most of these bathrooms here. This specific one. And there's so much texture and depth to what the builder has put in here. Nice and sleek. What do you think of the lighting there when it comes out from the mirrors? And this opens up to the bedroom that we were talking about earlier, which again has that the sliding glass door that goes out to the deck area. Plenty of lighting, because it's kind of hard not to get lighting in when you have so many windows in a daylight basement. Here's the walk-in closet. Tall ceilings, tall doors. One quick peek outside. Again, just believe me, there's a really gorgeous view of Lake Sammamish out there. You had to be here. Which reminds me, if you want to see this property in person, please feel free to reach out to me. All my contact info can be found below in the description as well as in the comment section. I work with home buyers and sellers anywhere in the greater Seattle area. So King, Pierce, or Snohomish counties would love to work with you and help you find your next dream home or help you sell your home for top dollar. All right, so this is that furnace room that I was talking about. You can see the panel is right there. One of the panels. Multiple panels. Nice and labeled. Any electricians that are watching this, what do you think of the workmanship on the panel? Let me know. Would love to know. And any HVAC guys watching this too, guys and gals, let me know what you thought of the HVAC work too. This just leads to, you know, crawl space area where you can store some more. It was finally dark enough that my camera could not pick up on detail back there, even in night mode. And that is the downstairs. Again, we're going to get a nice look at these stairs as we walk back up with the design of the understair lighting. Love this house. What do you guys think of the overall design? I would really love to know all of your questions, your comments, your feedback about this property. What'd you think of the tour too? Do you have any feedback for me of what you'd like me to start including in my next videos? No need to tell me what you personally didn't want me to include, but I mean, you can. I definitely include as much detail as I can because I know everyone can just pause, rewind, fast forward, and I'd rather include it versus not include it for you. This was a nice big sturdy door as well. Take a look at the entryway here. Yeah, that door's beefy. If you want to see a really big door that reminds me of, like, I don't know, Viking period or whatnot, huge big metal door, go watch a video that I made recently of a property in Kirkland. I'll have the video thumbnail up on the screen for you. I kid you not, that door felt like it was thousands of pounds. And there you have it. Let me know what you thought of this beautiful Bellevue property in the comments below. Again, my name is Aaron Morrow, local realtor in the greater Seattle area. I work with both home buyers, sellers, and investors in King, Pierce, and Snohomish counties for over a decade now. If you are looking to make your move over to the greater Seattle area in the next 9 days or 9 months, or you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the area, or you would like to see this property with a private tour from yours truly, please feel free to reach out to me. All my contact information can be found in the description below. And of course, if you would like some more property tours or you would like to listen to what others had to say about working with me, buyers and sellers, there are video testimonials as well as property tours. somewhere on the screen right here. And until next time, I hope to be showing you around town, showing you some more property tours, and please subscribe for more real estate shenanigans. Have a great day.